Although there are many mysteries that remain unsolved in Elden Ring, there is one that nearly every Tarnished has asked themselves at least once while traversing the lands between. Who is Saint Trina? In this video, we will be analyzing the evidence in-game to reach a definitive answer and determine the lore implications the shocking answer could possibly have in future events. This video does exclude any analysis of cut content, so without further ado, let's get started. The first step in our quest to the truth is to simply pick a beautiful yet exceedingly rare lily. The flavor text for Trina's lily states that they serve as symbols of faith and Saint Trina that dull the senses and prevent agitation. When used as a crafting ingredient, these lilies can imbue arrows with a powerful sleep effect. The item description for these arrows mentioned that the priests of Saint Trina use these arrows to spread their teachings, as the sweet oblivion of sleep can become quite the habit. So it seems that whoever this Saint Trina may be, he or she seems to have a devout following that perceives sleep as a higher state of being, possibly even connecting those who experience it with this alleged saint shrouded in mystery. If we examine the item description for the sword of Saint Trina, we learn that similar weapons were wielded by clerics of the fabled saint, and the very namesake of the sword was an incredibly enigmatic figure, for many couldn't agree on whether she was a comely young girl or a boy. What is certain is that their appearance was as sudden as their disappearance. Saint Trina's torch is yet another relic that adds even more layers to the mystery. The description reads as follows: candle stand torch that burns with a light purple flame. The carvings depict Saint Trina but in adult form, somewhat unnervingly. If we closely examine the details of the torch, we can see an eerie figure of a man with a single cyclopean eye along with tendril-like strands of hair. Above this portrait lies a lily that glows light purple under the torch's violet flame. It's almost as if this being has transcended humanity and has achieved a deific status in their realm. The scarcity of information available to accurately identify Saint Trina leads us to only one possible conclusion. Saint Trina is none other than Miquella, Malenia's Empyrean twin brother with the affliction of eternal childhood. Upon closer scrutiny of the details regarding Saint Trina, they all seem to reference two recurring themes: sleep and childhood. Malenia's remembrance clearly states that due to the twins' unnatural conception, Miquella was cursed with the inability to mature into adulthood. The Radagon's Rings of Light incantation reveals that Miquella had created the Haligtree in an attempt to treat his twin sister Malenia's scarlet rot. This was the end of his belief in the Golden Order and the beginning of his founding of the Unalloyed Gold. The creation of the Haligtree forced Miquella into a deep slumber where he could grow in strength and power in the dream world he constructed. Sir Gideon Ofnir the All-Knowing confirms that the young Empyrean was sleeping in his cocoon, and as long as he remained in that state, all would be well. It seems that Miquella abandoned his physical form in the lifeless cocoon that Mohg abducted, and as such was unable to respond to his bloody kidnapper's show of affection. Despite his frail form, Miquella possesses the wisdom and allure of a god. Even Malenia revered him as the most fearsome Empyrean of all. If a nearly invincible demigod has such respect for her brother, it's evident that Miquella is a force to be reckoned with. Further evidence to support Miquella's power are the unalloyed needles that he creates to fend off the meddling of outer gods. These needles are so powerful, in fact, that even incomplete needles have the ability to dispel the one great and alter the fate that would normally befall the frenzied lord. Although Miquella may be inaccessible in his current state, any wise Tarnished can expect to confront him in his dream world. Rest assured, his cocoon will most likely serve as the conduit into a realm where the most fearsome Empyrean reigns supreme. Only one question remains: will you be ready when the time comes? And that's all for this video. Until next time, it's the Inhuman One signing out.